Hey folks, welcome back. Spastic Simmer here. We got another speed build for you today. And yeah, I don't have my hat on, so I might blind you with the chromey dome there. But that'll be alright. I hope everybody's having a good day. And wherever you are, whenever you watch this video, I hope you're having a great day. What we're going to do is I've got another speed build for you that comes from another one of my challenges. The challenge was called House Room Challenge. So what you have to do is essentially take a very odd shaped, right? And let's go ahead on over to my speed build here. And of course I've got it paused right now. But what you have to do was you have to take a shape like this right here, and you have to do something with it. But, and it's still up on the gallery. My EA ID is the same as everything else, the Spastic Simmer. What you do is you take this and you build a house. It's a 14 by 14, and you're going to build a house. Well, the problem is there's no doors, no connecting walls. Everything has to be an open concept, with the exception of that goofy looking open space there in the center. Now, it doesn't matter what you put on the outside, with the exception, of course, of your wall coverings and, stuff like that. You're not going to upload the lot. You're going to upload the room as a room, and we'll talk about it as we go along. But this is what we're starting with. So let's go ahead with the speed build and get on with it. I'm going to pull a little music in here. I'm going to turn it down so it doesn't blow your socks off there. That ought to be just about right, I hope. Alright. Okay, so here we go. Let's fire it up. Get on off into this. So you can start to see now kind of what you're looking at as far as what's going to be required. And I do a little example there where if you draw a wall between the sections, if you draw one wall too many, then it ends up no longer becoming a room. So as with all of my projects, as with all my projects and challenges and what have you, I like to do the challenge myself. And I guess I may as well mute that in the background because I don't want to talk over the singer there. But I like to do the challenge myself, which kind of gives a start. And what I was doing here was kind of testing a theory with that platform. I wanted to see if I could attach a platform, kind of like a front deck, okay, to the room. And if you can do that and move the room and it goes with the room, then it becomes a part of the room, right? Now, we have to think of this as we walk into an empty shell and we're essentially going to build a tiny house, but it's not tiny. It's a little house. 14 by 14 squares, I think would equal to what, just under 1,000 square foot, I think, memory serves. And I played with the idea of a chimney. I knew I wanted a fireplace. I knew the fireplace had to be there. but I played with the idea of a chimney, and the thing I found that's interesting is if you put a chimney, if you put a roof, you can put a chimney and you can put a roof. But when you go to save the room, the chimney and the roof does not go with the room because rooms don't have roofs, I think. Well, they don't. Well, they're not supposed to. They have a ceiling, and as you'll see at the end of the video when we do the walkthrough, they definitely have a ceiling. Right? So as we go through the build, what I'm doing here is just trying to get a general idea of where my design's going to go. And those of you that have watched my Twitch live stream, and those of you that have watched any of my speed builds, which is pretty much what I upload to YouTube, is I don't decorate. I don't decorate much. I'm just not much of a decorator. Well, this particular build, I went hog crazy on it with decorating. Yeah. So let's pull in some music, and I'm gonna just let you guys watch the speed build for a bit. And if it comes in, when it starts coming into the interesting part, I'll try to pop in and fill you in on what's going on. But enjoy.
They couldn't bound me, and mocked and scorned me, and said my true love I'd see no more. Into the darkness I did stumble, but I escaped from that den of woe. No, I must find her, my belle Louise. If you should see her, say this for me. Please forgive me, and when I find you, I'll take you far away from here.
I have to say, sorry if you were getting into the jingle of the music there, I apologize. I have to say I absolutely love what they're doing with the ability of things to easily snap in. Pardon me. This is part of the new decorator pack, if you don't already know. But those snap-in modular units really do help. And you'll see me go into free cam mode a lot, especially on a really small compact build like this. I like to get down on it from a sim's point of view and see if a sim is going to be able to navigate it. Now, there are some areas where a sim can get into or get through if there's only a half a square. And what I mean by a square, I'm talking about the little 4x4s that, you know, that have 4 little squares in them. We call that, or well, I do, a square. Now, most of the places a sim can get through a half a square, or at least as long as there's one of the squares, little squares in there. And you'll see here where I forgot to hide my camera while I was recording. Actually, truth be known, I had to download the recording from Twitch because I forgot to hit record when I started streaming. I've really kind of sort of started doing that a lot. So I've been trying to remember. I've got a quick key combination set up so that when I'm recording, the only thing I'm recording is the video of the build, no sounds or anything else. It sure does make editing a whole lot easier. Yeah. And of course, when you're trying to do these speed builds, the last thing you want is me sitting in the background. Well, me sitting in the background. Some people would say that's what I'm doing now. But there you go. I mean, we like to have fun. Love to have fun. And something else, I don't know if you guys have paid any attention lately. Some of you are big time simmers, some not so much. But at the time of this speed build recording is June 12th, 2021. Some people use the format the 12th of June 2021, whichever. They just announced a new expansion pack coming out that is absolutely amazing. It's something like Cottage Living. I think the name of it is Cottage Living. I did a stream of that live while they were doing theirs. Me and the guys on Twitch did a commentary on it. And I also uploaded it to YouTube. So if you're watching this and you want to go watch the commentary, at the end of their video, which is only about a couple of minutes long, we spend quite a bit of time almost going frame by frame breaking down what we saw, which is what I like to do when they do a live feed, because quite frankly you never actually, they love to hide stuff. They love to hide stuff, and I mean, you'll be looking at a video and it's like they're showing all kinds of stuff that's going to be in the back, but you're just not paying any attention. Well, that's the reason a lot of content creators do a breakdown, right? As you can tell, here's the kitchen, and with the kitchen being very oddly shaped, I had to be pretty resourceful in the kitchen, but it was absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. By the time it's all said and done, I really think it came out looking really nice. So, and the speed build's not that long. Not that long at all. I will give you back to your music and let you guys watch. I do apologize. I know that my primary camera here covering my streaming self, um, if I move my chair, you can see what I'm talking about. I got a twin. Um, but that's the reason I try to do just screen overlay record when I'm streaming. That way I'm not covering part of the build, you know. One of the things you may have just seen me try was try to put some plants and stuff on the roof. I was going to try to make it a green roof. Well, the problem is when you try to upload as a room, it won't. So if you upload this thing as a lot, it's not going to work. But if you upload this thing as a room, once you're finished, be sure and come over to Twitch and join the live feed between 3 and 5 p.m. Central Time, Monday through Friday. We'd love to see you. If you have any questions, feel free. Leave your comments below. If you've got something you would like to see me do or build or something, leave your comments below. If you come across a website with a picture of a house or something on it, and you'd like to see me try to build it, send it to my Spastic Simmer email. It's real simple. It's thespasticsimmer@gmail.com. Again, that's thespasticsimmer, all one word, @gmail.com. And I've actually had people ask me, I really have, I tried thespasticsimmer, all one word, @gmail.com, and it didn't go anywhere. Did you type in the phrase all one word? Well, yeah. No. Just type in thespasticsimmer @gmail.com, and get, when you send it, give me 24 hours to reply. And because I love hearing from people, especially you guys, especially from my stream. I love hearing from you guys. So as you can tell, it takes shape pretty quick, and it just, gets on down there. But you really have to think out of the box on this thing to keep it from turning in to uploading as a lot. You have to remember to upload it as a room. And then if you like, we can walk through it. We can do a walkthrough like we do at the end of all of our videos. So enjoy.
My love and I did stand, and on my leaning shoulder she laid her snow white hand. She bid me take life easy as the grass grows on the weirs. But I was young and foolish, and now am full of tears.
You'll notice these wooden slats. They're in debug, and you can find the horizontal and vertical slats, the wooden slats. And I'm like, that is the perfect wall divider, as you notice. and now sometimes they won't work because they won't snap in. But that's what those are, is they're wooden slats. They're available in debug, and you can change the colors on them. They've got horizontal and vertical. So, yeah.
Valley gardens, my love and I did meet. She passed the Sally gardens with little snow white feet. She bid me take love easy as the leaves grow on the tree. But I, being young and foolish, with her did not agree.
My young love said to me, my mother won't mind, and my father won't spite you for your lack of kind. And she stepped away from me, and this she did say, it will not be long, love, till our wedding day. She stepped away from me, and she moved through the fair, and fondly I watched her go here and go there, and she went her way homeward with one star away, as the swan in the evening moved over the lake. The people were saying that no two were wed.
I do want, sorry, I hate to keep interrupting the music. I do want to give a plug out to Twisted Mexi, right? Anybody that's been simming for any length of time knows who Twisted Mexi is. If you don't, Google Twisted Mexi Sims or Twisted Mexi's Discord, or, you know, I believe it's twistedmexi.com. And damned if I can remember how to spell it. I have to look it up every time. But he builds this script mod called Better Build By. He does a bunch of script mods. He does a bunch of mods, custom content, what have you. But most of his stuff is more or less designed towards builders. He has a mod called Tool, which allows you to be able to tilt things and move things around. But the main tool that a lot of us use is Better Build By. And what that gives us is, I don't know if you've noticed, but it gives us, once we turn it on, we have instant access to debug. We have instant access to show all, okay? And BB moves, things like BB moves and expander, the build by expander is already built in to this particular mod. So it saves a boatload of time in building. It really does. But that's Twisted Mixie. You ought to give him a look. He has a Patreon. His Patreon's not all that expensive at all. And it definitely helps him out and helps him keep the lights on. Speaking of helping keep the lights on, don't be afraid to click on the PayPal Me button that is in our About Us link. And of course, on the Spastic Simmer homepage, we also have a PayPal Me button that can absolutely help us keep the lights on and keep the content flowing. I mean, you know, but I have a ball doing these. Absolutely have a ball doing these. And I mean, we've got this challenge that nobody has stepped up to the plate for. We also have the underground park or underground house challenge that nobody stepped up for. And then of course my first challenge was the extreme. If you want to see these, they're on my gallery. And like I said a while ago, if you want to find my gallery, it's The Spastic Simmer. If you can't remember where all I am, you can Google The Spastic Simmer, and believe it or not, I'm there. You can either put spaces between The Spastic and Simmer, or you can put it all one word. I'm listed both ways. So as you can tell, we're in the spare bedroom now, and towards the end of the build, you'll notice I'm doing a hell of a lot more decorating than I normally do. I'm getting deeper into the clutter and trying to get used to, you know, setting things around, making it look more like a real place, you know. And there may be a lot of stuff from a lot of the packs that I have, because at this point I have all of the packs, expansion packs and what have you. So there may be a lot of the stuff that may not come down with yours if you want to download the full version, right? The one that's already built. But remodel it if you like. The only thing I ask when you remodel one of my builds, which I absolutely love for people to remodel or redecorate or remodel, whatever, my builds that I put up on the gallery. And if I remodeled a build from someone else, I always hashtag their user of where I took that from, right? Because I'm a firm believer that everybody should get credit where their credit due. Absolutely. So what I'm looking for here is just kind of there's the Pride Month flag. I am definitely in support of gay pride, the LGBTQ. I can't remember the whole acronym, but my mom and my stepmom had been married for, oh my God, over 46 years. And I got to do their wedding, so that was a very proud day in my life. So, I'm going to be a supporter of, well, freedom. You know, none of my business what folks do in their bedroom with consenting adults. Right. Well, I don't want to get off on that tangent. And here comes the bathroom. Now, this was a bit of a pain because Sims does not have shower curtains. They just don't. There are no shower curtains that I can find anywhere. So, I improvised. And you'll see that improvisation here in just a few moments. And of course, there's the wall shower. And of course, crazy me, I put in a wall shower and then damned if I didn't turn around and try to put in a shower. But, and of course, this one I remembered to use the control copy keystroke that I have, so I'm not actually in the build. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my camera back down here so that you guys can see more of the build. Now here is where I built my own shower curtain. And of course, for some stupid reason, I decided to put a shower in there, and I don't know why. Because I remembered I had a damn shower. And then, of course, these divider pieces for privacy. So what I did was I just raised it up. That way, whoever's in the bathtub, if they want privacy, they got privacy. Now, just so that you know, this is not sim tested. This is not a sim tested build. I did not bring a sim into this build and test the different things to be sure they all worked right. This was simply a challenge that I wanted to see how many people would be interested in doing it. Bring back in some music. Pretty much for the rest of it, it's once we get the bathroom done, then you'll get a giggle out of trying to see me set up curtains, well not curtains, but blinds. So I finally found a set of blinds that I thought would look real good. And of course there's a little bit of time spent on putting out clutter, which I generally don't do clutter. But there you go. So enjoy. walkthrough. And of course, as always, my shaky hands, so be patient during the walkthrough, but I think you're going to like it. I really like the glass door idea. Makes it more airy. And of course, you go through the glass door. I love the entryway, the plants, the little kitchen, yet very usable little kitchen. And yes, I did notice during the walkthrough that I had about a quarter of an inch to the top of those blinds in the kitchen that I should have gone up a little bit. But I didn't catch that until after it had already edited. So at that point it's too late to go back and do anything with it. And there's the center courtyard, I guess you could call it. I started to put a sliding door for the courtyard, but it wouldn't have done any good for a sliding door to the courtyard, considering it's a room. It would have been a sliding door to nowhere. That would be useless. So, but it, I made sure that there were some plants and stuff that were attached to the building, to the room itself, and they actually showed up in the upload-download test. Love the lava lamps. Don't know if you saw those. There's the shower bathtub with the forced made shower curtain. I mean, I could have used custom content for a shower curtain, but I wanted to do everything with what's in the game. One of the things that I try to stay to when I'm streaming and doing a build, unless I'm going to specifically do a custom content build, I try real hard to stay with the, I try real hard to stay with what's in the game. And that is the house room challenge that I hope you guys really enjoyed or do enjoy. And like I said, feel free to download that thing, remodel it if you like, download the shell, and see what you can do with it. Join us on our Twitch feed, or if you just want me to go through it or just do a walkthrough that's not on the Twitch feed, I'm okay doing that. Just leave your thoughts in the comments. Hit a like, hit the subscribe. It helps us. And don't forget to hit the PayPal button. Hey, we appreciate you watching. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.